Guys, I've been dealing with computer networks ever since they invented networks. Um, the big progress was made by a company called Newbridge Networks uh, in the late 90s. It was a hot stock too. Um, but today the networking seems to be, at least for Microsoft users, I think Cal was an Apple user, but for Microsoft users, dominated by Microsoft. And networks have been screwing with me, so to speak, uh, frustrating me ever since they began because they're fickle. They're just fickle. You know, an engineer designs a bridge and it's, by golly, it's built. You know, it's there. It's not fickle. Um, so that frustrates me. But I've found a solution to every network problem I've had that kind of just needs to be shaken a little bit to shake the pieces in place. And it's called Network Reset. Now, I'm not saying it solves everything, but I am saying it solves it a lot of times. I've got 5 computers on one network. My daily work computer that I have kind of everything I need on, and then uh, a computer that I have dedicated to a trading platform, and then a computer that I have dedicated to a chart platform. I can trade off of it, but I usually just use it for charts. And then another computer that I have dedicated to. I used to have dedicated to times and sales, but now I don't mess with that anymore, which is a trading thing. But I'll just call it a peripheral computer. Uh, I might use it to play some music, or I might use it to look something up if the other computers are busy. And then I've got a computer above my bed, okay? Because I wake up about 1:30 to 2, and the European market's open at 2, so I have one above my bed to see if anything's hopping there that I need to get up for, which sometimes I do at least once a week, sometimes more than one. So that's 5 computers on the network. Now, um, one of them always gives me trouble. I don't know why, but anytime I reboot, none of the other computers can see it. So I don't think I can move this camera. So, if in the lower left-hand corner of your screen, if you use Microsoft, where you can type things to search and stuff, type network reset. Let me just try that and see if it works. Network reset. Yeah, and then it brings that option up. And then click on it, network reset, and it'll say network reset. This will remove, then reinstall your network adapters. So you click reset now. Are you sure you want? Yeah, I'm sure. Now I'm doing this on the computer that the other guys can't see on the network. Okay, and it says you're about to be signed out. You're going to do a hard reboot in 5 minutes. I'll just close that and reboot it now. It's kind of giving you time to shut stuff down. So when I restart it and reboot, the other computers can see it. I don't know what that's about, but it works a lot. It works most of the time. Um, Sometimes when I uh, the other thing that helps, this other thing helps greatly too, is to go into settings. Stand by. The other thing I do that keeps the network from screwing up is to stop all these dang updates. that, you know, you're asleep at night and Microsoft's updating your computer and causing either a hard reboot or a soft reboot. You wake up in the morning and your damn network doesn't work. Why? Because they screwed with it. So to keep them from screwing with it, you go to standby. You go to settings, update and security, and Windows will say, it pops up a screen that says Windows Update. Go to the bottom, the very bottom of that screen, and click Advanced Options. And then go to the bottom of that pop-up screen, and it says Pause Updates. And click the little box with the arrow down in it, and go to the very bottom of that box and click the furthest out updates you can get. Today it's January 10th, and the farthest out update is February 14th. So I've got all my computers set today, and I do this at least once a week, to not update until that last date. That way they're not updating overnight and screwing with my networks. Nothing gets changed. So once you do that, it won't update. But Microsoft doesn't want you to be able to never update your computer. That's why they give you, a window of time where you can halt it. But past that date, they're going to update it whether you like it or not. So what I do is I do this once a week. Then you click Resume Updates. I resume all my updates on Friday night or Saturday. Today's Saturday. And so I get all the updates, and you really need these antivirus and things that protect you from the bad guys on the internet. So the updates are important. So on my computers, I resume the updates on the weekend, and then I click the advanced options and shove it out for the farthest, So I've got a good window of time where it's not screwing with me with the updates. Those are the two biggest problems I've had with networks in the last 10 years, and this has solved them. Both of these things have solved them. Now, if I get a new computer or a new operating system, it always throws a monkey wrench in it, and I've got something else to figure out. But that works for now, and that may be helpful to you, especially if your kids are old enough where you're setting up networks. And I don't know how your brain thinks. When I had that house on Wrangler Lane, I set up one bedroom for the play computer and one bedroom for the work and learning computer. And I eventually would have had those on a network, and tried to get y'all to have a little, discipline before you have your playtime. Maybe 30 minutes on the work and learning computer earns you 2 hours on the play or something. I don't know how you're going to do your family, but, all right, go get them. Hopefully the intent of that is helpfulness with networks.